Terrell Thomas, These Urban Times. I'm sitting down with a gentleman who I had the opportunity and pleasure to meet a few years ago, actually on the West Coast, out in LA. I've been paying attention to the growth and things that you've been having going on. You do a lot of music. You also are setting and raising the bar as an entrepreneur. So I want to
Definitely.
talk to you about those things as well. Noah the Don, how you feel today, good sir?
I'm doing good, man. How you?
I'm good, man. Good to sit down and chat with you again. You
Definitely,
recently
Lord.
put out a new record, so I want to talk to you about that and find out what's going on with Trust Nobody. Talk to me about it.
I mean, you know how that go. Like, when you grinding and you building empires and things like that. You start to see that everybody not for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I always tell you, you going to the top, your circle gets smaller. So that's basically what that was about. Like, that's why I chose that first record to be Trust Nobody, because that's how I just been feeling. You know what I'm saying? And it's been doing good.
Okay. What was the process as far as creating a record? Of course, we know we living in different times. As I mentioned a moment ago, when I met you, we was face to face in LA and
Right.
whatnot, and now we conducting things and doing things virtually. So, what was the creative process like as you actually creating a record through the pandemic?
Okay. Well, see, I don't write, so I do a lot of things in the studio. But like when I just heard the beat, and the strings, and it just kind of, the melody just, what I'm saying, stuck. I just trust nobody. I just kept saying that just in my head. And when I finally just put that hook down, like I said, everything just came together as far as everything that I was just going through the times. You know what I'm saying? Just cutting a lot of people off, and what I'm saying, a lot of people wasn't for me, and it was just like, you know what, this is all I'm gonna speak about right here with this one right here.
That's well said. I damn sure respect that. What was 2020 like for you? It was a difficult year for a lot of people. Some people
Right.
were able to find ways and maneuver in different ways and actually enhance themselves. As you mentioned, you
Right.
you set back and kind of thought about things that were good for you, things that were not good for you. What all took place for you in 2020?
2020, it was definitely it was a it was just something so different to me, like, what I'm saying, with the whole pandemic and the COVID and all that type of stuff. What I'm saying, I got kids, just worrying about their safety. I did a move. I left Atlanta. I came back to DC.
Okay.
And I was actually doing all that at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't really in the studio as much. I wasn't really working as much in the studio and creating things because of what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I had to take care of my family. We was moving back in this area. And then, with the lockdown, being in the house almost 24/7, that was different also. So that's why I feel like now that I'm not going to say things is opening back up, but now that, things is clearing up just a little bit, I had so much in my mind. It was like, you know what? I've been sitting back for so many months and just collecting my thoughts and, things like that. So when I finally hit the studio, it was over. Like I just started going in. It was a wrap, man. Like the project almost done and everything.
Okay. So give us a little more information if you can, without dropping too many jewels and gems on the project. But what's up with the project? Can we get what's the overall title? How many tracks do you have on it? What's the production you've been working with on the project? Give us a little insight on that.
Okay. Yeah, this project called I chose the streets over a dream, and it's basically self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you grinding and moving around, sometimes you forget. Like, you know what? Sometimes you can't forget about that dream. You got to get back in the studio, got to keep pushing. Like I said, with the COVID, when everything's shutting down, that kind of pushed me away also, you know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I was like, you know what? I got to get back to it. I got to get back grounded with the music, and that's where the name came from, Show the Streets Over a Dream. But we got 16 records on there. I did some with Relly Made It. I did some with TNT. I did, I think I got, who else? I did TNT, I did Relly Made It. It's a few more big producers on there though, but I think this one of my, like, this tape right here is just so different. I think it's gonna be one of my best projects.
Was all the material that's going to be on the project? Was it all created in 2020? Did you have some materials? I know you've been working and creating music for a while. Did you have something that you might have created at 18, 19? And you like, well, damn, this is the perfect feel for now, or was everything just brand new? You went in and knocked it out that way.
Yeah, everything was brand new.
Okay.
Everything was brand new from the end of 20, and then like that first month of 2021. Yeah, everything was brand new. Like nothing was. That's why I said like this project was something different, because I just based it on the title. I based it on basically letting everybody know You know, why wasn't I dropping as much music? Did I stop? Did I just say forget the music? It was just like I chose the streets over a dream. So it's like on this project, I explained every single thing. And that's where the Trust Nobody came from also. You know, I just started speaking more. Like, you know, at first just the stunt music, the shining and this and that. But this project, I was just real deep about this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
When we spoke previously, of course, things was jumping for All-Star Weekend, and
Yeah.
that was great to see how it was shaking out. And All-Star Weekend is right around the corner. This new All-Star Weekend is going to take place in Atlanta. What's been your thoughts so far on the NBA season? And if you can, it's still early. They got a second half to play and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you see in the finals?
Man, honest, I ain't even paying attention to it, to be honest with you, man. I'm upset with myself right now. I was going to bet on the game, the Super Bowl. I was going to go with Brady. I went out the day before and didn't wake up to go place my bet, man. I could have won some good money that day, man.
You took my money because I damn sure thought the Chiefs was going to win that.
Yeah. So my father went with the Chiefs. He lost some money. I was going to win some money. A lot of my buddies, they hit the jackpot with that one. I was going to be part of it, but I ain't going to do it, man. I said, you know what? I turned the game off fourth quarter. I turned it off. I didn't want to watch it no more.
That's funny. I well, not funny in the fact they're not making the money, but a few cats that I know that went along with Brady, like, cats came up nicely and whatnot. I was like,
yes.
I wasn't even on that route and whatnot.
Right.
What are you expecting from the year 2021 as far as your music is concerned? And let our audience know about the things you do as far as being a businessman and being an entrepreneur.
Right. 21. Like me and my team, like we so tight right now, like, you know what I'm saying, like as far as the businesses and meetings and stuff like that. So 21, I think we got a lot of meetings coming up, a lot of label meetings. We got a video for Trust Nobody coming out. We shooting that in March. We actually shooting that in Atlanta.
Okay.
And, Alex Acosta, he's shooting that one. So we're shooting a video in March. And like I said, with this project, we just gonna go hard with it. We're gonna market it, you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna go crazy with this one.
How do you feel like your artistry has grown from your previous project and what we can expect on this upcoming project?
It's basically everything I learned, you know, just learned in the industry. That's why I'm glad I kind of took that time off, you know, and really just sat back and just looked at everything. He was like, you know what, I'm learning more about the business side and the industry side and you know what I'm saying, like trying to have more ownership, you know, the independent route and things like that, you know, and like I said, there's a lot of things that I talk about now. Like at first it was just the glamorous, like just giving you that part, but now I'm giving you everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm still giving you that, you know, the glamorous life, the ball and the stunt and, you know, the Don stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also giving you the real life, like what's really going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? That you got to watch out for and, you know, and the wins and the losses basically. So, like I said, I took a lot of losses and bounced back from every single one of them. So it's like now as a man and as an artist, I think 21 going to be a wonderful year for me.
If you could share just a little bit of advice, what advice would you share with your fellow artists or up and coming artists who will watch our interview or they know what you got going on,
right.
And, you know, following those footsteps about making it out here and of course,
right.
moving and adjusting, I'll say, on the audible, because none of us saw 2020 coming the way that it did. None of us saw that, you know, like our worlds would pivot so quickly, the virtual shit and doing things, technology, how it expanded, everything. What advice would you share with those cats?
I know it's like everybody said, but one thing I'm going to tell everybody, man, never give up. You know what I'm saying? Because you can see the bottom one day, and if you just keep pushing and pushing, you'll be back on top. You know, and that's something that I feel like I went through with the whole 2020 situation with lockdown and all that type of stuff. You know, things start getting slow, businesses was getting slow and things like that. But it's like when you just never give up and you just keep on pushing and pushing and pushing, man, you be right back on top. And that's why I say 21 is gonna be a wonderful year because I'm right. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like now it's like, you know, nothing can stop me right now. Like it's up. Like, you know, and that's just how I feel with everything.
Terrell Thomas, TheseUrbanTimes, sitting down with hip hop star, hip hop act, entrepreneur, whole bunch of titles we could throw into your name because you're doing a lot of big things. Noah the Don. As we move forward into the spring, you said the project will be getting ready to come out soon. You'll be doing a video in the next few weeks. will there be more projects that come in the future after this, like this year, or are you going to just consistently drop some singles, 16 tracks? So that's a
Right.
good amount of material that you feed in this. Or are you going to just drop singles and videos from this project?
I think this year we're just going to drop a lot of singles and videos and stuff like that. Like I got one that I think we're going to look at the numbers once the tape drop, but I already got one in mind that I know I'm coming back with.
Okay.
This one, the one I think I'm coming back with is more for the females, more for the clubs and things like that.
Okay.
I think TNT did that beat. Yeah, TNT did that beat. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna focus on this project, videos, and keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Couple meetings and stuff like that.
Let our audience know how they can check out your material, where they can stream it right now. Also, let them know how they can check you out via social media, so they can stay tuned to what you got going on, and they'll be ready when the project drops.
Yeah, definitely. My Instagram is I am Noah the Don. My Snapchat is Noah the Don. And all the platforms, Noah the Don, trust nobody.
Dog, it's always a pleasure to sit and chat with you.
Definitely.
Keep doing great things. Keep showing Black men how to do it. I appreciate those efforts. You know what I'm saying? I think the fatherhood is key. Being a businessman is key. The music is dope, and that's great. But I respect even more the other things that you do in your life and whatnot.
Appreciate you.
Because I don't think those things are highlighted enough. So salute to you.
That's true.
We're going to be checking in with you. We're going to get with you in the next month or so. Like once you drop the project, maybe do like a listening joint online or something like that, where you can kind of detail why this track is this or why this is that, man. We're gonna be rocking however we can, man.
Let's do it, homie. You already know.
Much love, dog.